All right, in this explainer, we're digging into a core concept from the human side of construction masterclass. And we're not just talking about, networking. We're actually building a structural blueprint for what is, without a doubt, the most critical part of your long-term success, your support system.
You've probably heard this proverb before, and it perfectly nails the mindset shift we need in construction. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Now, this isn't just some feel-good quote. It's a real strategic pivot away from just thinking about the next task to building a career that has real staying power.
And that idea brings us right to a common problem I see all the time, what I call the lone wolf trap. Look, we all get our start because of our technical chops, the stuff we know. But that's just the foundation. The actual structure of your career, that gets built with something completely different. Think about it. Your first job, that's all about what you know. Your skills, your resume, but every single promotion you get after that, it all hinges on who you know. It's a huge shift from being a solo know-it-all to being a connector. I mean, trying to be the one person with all the answers isn't just exhausting. In an industry as complex as ours, it's pretty much a losing game.
So, this is where we have to flip the script. Your goal can't be to hoard all the knowledge. It's got to be to become a hub, a connector. The most valuable people on any project aren't the ones who have all the answers themselves. No way. They're the ones who know exactly who to call to get the answers. And that's because they've built a powerful, reliable support system.
Okay, so how do we actually do this, right? It's not about randomly collecting business cards at some event. This is about strategic construction. We're going to lay out the blueprint for your professional network, and it's built on 4 very distinct pillars of support.
So the support structure we're building here has 4 essential pillars. You've got management, your peers, any junior staff you work with, and, this is a big one, your family and friends. Each one plays a totally unique and crucial role, so let's break them down. First up, Pillar 1, management. Okay, so this is probably the smallest group in your network, but believe me, they have the mightiest impact. These are the folks who hold the most direct power over your career. We're talking promotions, raises, the big opportunities, it all flows through them. So how do you actually build this connection without being weird about it? Well, the key here is strategic visibility. You gotta be memorable, but for the right reasons. This means you plant little seeds about your long-term goals in conversations, but you do it tactfully. Use those indirect routes, company committees, events, to build a natural rapport. And here's the golden rule. Never, ever make your direct supervisor feel like you're trying to go over their head. This is about ambition, not ambush.
All right, let's move on to Pillar 2, your peers. These are the people you're in the trenches with, day in and day out. They are your most available resource, and they have a massive impact on your daily success, and honestly, just how much you enjoy your job.
And there's a double payoff here. Yeah, obviously strong peer relationships make your day-to-day work easier and more fun, but it goes way deeper than that. When leadership is looking at who to promote, you better believe they're watching how you interact with your equals. Seriously, when a superintendent role opens up, who do you think the project executive calls for the real story? The other foreman. Think of your peer relationships as a live audition for leadership. Okay, Pillar 3. Now this one is so important. Junior staff. Now, while they might have the least direct say in your next promotion, how you treat people with less seniority, well, that is, without a doubt, the greatest measure of your true character and your real leadership potential. And look, this isn't just about being a decent human being. It's just smart leadership. When you take care of your team, they perform better. And guess what? Their success reflects directly back on you. That supported team becomes your biggest advocate. And trust me, that good word travels up the ladder. You're not just managing tasks here, you're actually building your legacy. And for our final pillar, we're actually going to step off the job site completely. Pillar 4, family and friends. This might seem totally separate from your career, but it is absolutely essential for your professional resilience and, frankly, your long-term survival in a high-stress industry like this one.
Just think of this as your professional pressure release valve. This industry is demanding. You will carry that stress home with you. Your external support system is that safe place where you can decompress and get some real perspective from people who just have your back. It's what allows you to have a sustainable work-life balance. Without it, burnout isn't a maybe. It's pretty much an inevitability.
So after all this work building these 4 pillars, what's the big payoff? Well, the result is a massive transformation of your career, from something fragmented and reactive to something that is whole and integrated.
You can see the difference right here. The fragmented career is that lone wolf we talked about. Isolated, always reacting, and totally limited by what you, one person, know. But the integrated career? That's you being connected and proactive. Your opportunities explode because you can solve almost any problem just by tapping into your network. You literally become indispensable.
But here's the thing, the impact doesn't stop with you. This is bigger. By building these solid support systems, you are doing more than just moving your own career forward. You are actively shoring up the foundation of the entire construction industry.
We all know the first part of this is true. It takes a team to build a building. Of course it does. But that second part is the real insight for a lifetime. It takes a network to advance a career. When we really lean into this, we improve everything: the culture, retention, overall efficiency. We build better buildings because we are building better people.
So as we wrap this up, just remember, your support system is always under construction, just like any project you're on. So the question you should be asking yourself isn't just, what's my next task? It's, who is my next connection? Because that is how you build a career that's truly built to last.